on, Goose. You feel as though
Good morning, guys. Since it's such a beautiful day, we're gonna take advantage of the weather and get our garden prepped. So we're gonna go get some organic mushroom compost. We gotta get old Papa Smurf back here fired up, warmed up, clear out the back, and get rolling. Tell you guys, she's a beaut.
you've got to find a place that you can go, that you call home. It's funny how you fake it. I always knew you made it up. And this is a place that you can go, that you belong. Yes, you belong. I love you more than you love a blue sky, more than the moonlight on a silent winter night, more than all my flowers that bloom for you, my life. Don't know where you're going, don't know what you're doing. Got to find a place that you can go, that you call home. It's funny how you fake it. I always knew you made it up. This is a place that you can go, that you belong. Yes, you belong. For long years, and I don't know where I've gone, but I'm awake now, so withdrawn, like pennies on the beach. King gives pawn, no one sheds a tear. Life goes on, and the world gets colder every year. And you decide when you come or go, and you get me wondering if you let me know. And I'm waiting in the shadows down below, and you get me wondering if it's worth wondering. And you've kept me wondering if it's worth wondering. And you've kept me wondering if it's worth wondering.
Here's a quick test to see how easy it is to move these chicken tractors that we built. That didn't look bad. I thought he was going to struggle a little more. I was in Nebraska all week last week for work, and I've been sending Josh YouTube videos of these raised beds that I liked. Wake up this morning, come to find out he found raised beds on Craigslist for $35. I swear he can find anything on Craigslist. He watches Craigslist like a hawk. Right? How many times a day do you check Craigslist?
I don't know. Hour.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
For an hour.
So we're not sure if we're gonna keep these this height or if we're gonna cut them in half, but we'll see. We probably won't be doing anything with them like right at this moment. I want to focus on our garden back there before we start these raised beds, but when Josh finds a good deal on Craigslist, he can't not go buy something. So just as we were moving these out of the way to get the truck in, I had an idea that I think might work out perfectly. We were going to plant either sunflowers or tall grass in the back of the garden because the wind comes up through the valley and just to kind of protect the garden. And I thought, you know, we have these tall raised beds now. Why don't we just put, you know, one over here, one in the back over here, and then put one in the middle, and then we could even just plant in between the raised beds if need be. So I think this is going to work out perfectly. Coming. Right there should be good. Okay. So I really didn't like the fact that we were throwing away so many feed bags. I just didn't have a use for them. I couldn't think of anything that we could use them for. But I've kind of been making a stash in our garage of just like, it was probably like a pile this high of feed bags, thinking, you know, one day we'll find something to use them for. What we're gonna actually do with the garden, we're gonna just cut them apart. There's a what? A toad. Aw. We're gonna cut them up and we're gonna put them down on top of the soil and then put our compost, our straw, all that other stuff on top of them just so it's a barrier. Catch this little guy so we don't squish him by accident. Come here. Here, little buddy. There you go. Go ahead.
When you come or go, you left me wondering if you let me know. And I'm waiting in the shadows down below. And you kept me wondering if if it's worth wondering, and you've kept me wondering if it's worth wondering, and you've kept me wondering if it's worth wondering, and you've kept me wondering if it's worth wondering. Open wide, I'm ready for the battle. Or fight this burning bed. I see the bones that bullets have shattered.
So until today, we never really had the need for a wheelbarrow. We always contemplated buying one, but when you have a tractor, sun's in my eyes, it's a lot easier to move things with that than it is with a wheelbarrow. But can't use a tractor in here. We have the fence set up. So while we were out running some errands today, we bought a wheelbarrow. Josh is a lot happier now, right?
Yep.
Don't have to shovel it all out now. So we are going to try something with our weed barrier. We're using the bags, our feed bags, on this side of the garden, but we are going to try and use the stuff that you can just buy at like Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever, your local store, just your generic weed barrier, to see what works better. We'll see how it goes.
Every drop of blood you've bled. Lay down these promises broken. Take me into your hurricane. While violet clouds roll over, I hold your hand till the colors fade. And I'll be here till your dying day. Sing aloud from the rooftops. Come dance on the river's edge. Carry me over mountains to the end of love. Close the gate to the city. Hear the drums on the hillside. Carry me over mountains to the end of love. Standing in a field of voices, find shelter from the flame. Even if you think it's all over, I'll be here till the colors fade. I'll be here till your dying day. Sing aloud from the rooftops. Come dance on the river's edge. Carry me over mountains to the end of love. Close the gate to the city. Hear the drums on the hillside. Carry me over mountains to the end of love. Put down the knife you're wielding. Let high stone walls fall away. With gentle time you'll be an ending. And I'll be here till the colors fade. And I'll be here till your dying day. Sing aloud from the rooftops. Come dance on the river's edge. Carry me over mountains
we just got done feeding everyone for the morning and we're gonna get started on our garden again. So the plan is we are going to lay our weed barrier down for the rest of the beds. How many beds do we have left to do? One here, one big one here, right?
Yep.
And then
4x8, and then a 2x12.
so a smaller one here and then a smaller one right here where I'm standing. So we just gotta lay that down, put our compost down, and then we'll be done with this for the day. Right? Is there anything else you want to do in here? It is just a tad chilly, but it feels really nice. That pretty much covers it for the garden today. We wanted to get everything laid out, get all the compost down, just get it pretty much ready to plant here in the next couple weeks to the next month or so. I think we're gonna be starting our peas first. It's either in this, I think it might be in this row right here, we're gonna do peas. Start that, so we need to get our trellises up, need to get our tomato cages. I think our tomatoes are all going up here. And then we are going to do a hog panel, I believe between this row and this row for like our cucumbers. Let them grow up on it. See how that goes. I've seen a lot of people do it. It looks really cool. And then it's a lot easier to pick them. So we'll see how that works out for us this year. It's looking pretty good.